Hello, everyone, and welcome to another story of courage. Meet the Courage Ambassadors. I'm Lillian, founder of Women of Courage Asia, and I'm your host. Now, before we get to meet the ladies, story of courage, for those of you who still are not familiar, we are launching this global movement of women united in courage, where women coming together from different countries, backgrounds and culture, to share their stories. So inspiring one another and to create a meaningful impact. So with the launch of this movement, we are also supporting Project Safe by World Vision Singapore. And this project is to empower 30 vulnerable young girls in Cordova, Cebu, Philippines, with vocational skills, financial literacy, and sustainable livelihood opportunities. So tonight, I'm very excited for you to meet two more of our Courage Ambassador. We have Saloni Patel from the United Kingdom, and we
Hello.
also have Charu Mehrotra from Singapore. Okay.
Hi, Lillian.
Hi, good afternoon to Saloni, and of course, good evening to Charu. Thank you
Very good
for
evening.
taking your time tonight. All right. Now, tonight isn't about telling their stories, their entire stories, not just yet. But we are going to get to know the ladies behind the courage, to get to know their personalities, their passion, their experiences, and most importantly, what makes them say yes to support this project and in making a difference. All right, so Saloni and Charu, welcome to Stories of Courage. Now,
Thank
Thank
you
you for
so
having
much.
us, Lillian.
right. So through the questions that I'm going to shoot at all both of you, we're going to get to know you a little bit more. But before I do that, maybe just introduce yourself in your own special and unique way. Yeah. So let's let Saloni from United Kingdom to go first.
Okay, thank you everybody for being here today and supporting this amazing cause. I'm Saloni. I'm from London in the UK. I'm a mum of two boys and I also have a little dog. So I do say I have three boys. I'm very, very family orientated and um, I I have a wide array of different businesses and I'm quite an entrepreneurial individual. So I do like to dip my fingers into many different pies, as they say here in the UK. But I also love bringing people together. I love bringing individuals together, building a community where people can exchange, meet, help one another, and help each other rise. And as fun, I love to travel. I love to do fun things and travel and experience new cultures. So that's me in a nutshell.
Awesome. Awesome. Yeah. And next we have Charu. Charu, introduce yourself.
Thank you so much, Lillian. I'm so excited to support this noble cause. So, myself, Charu Mehrotra, I'm from Singapore and I'm an entrepreneur and I'm running a media platform for women, promoting excellence in business, health, and leadership, and AI also now. And the name of the media platform is womenlines.com. I love to promote excellence in various segments for women. And I strongly believe that every woman on this planet is blessed with some power which she can only use if she is empowered with the right mindset and right knowledge. So, this media platform was ideated based on this philosophy, and we are publishing content which can help women to be a better version of themselves. And we are also giving them space to celebrate themselves, to share about their company, their work, and we are providing services for their growth. So, idea is to bring women under one umbrella from global, different countries and work together. And that can be amazing for this planet, right? So, I'm so excited to support your cause, noble cause we are having for Project Safe. And yes, looking forward to take it further. Thank you so much, Lillian, for coming up with this platform.
Yeah, thank you for so much for saying yes to both of you. Thank you so much. Yeah, I know, especially for Saloni, you mentioned that this is your first time doing live
Yes.
streaming. So welcome to the community of courage, where
Yes.
you get to
I've taken
experience.
that courage, yes, today.
Yeah, we're just going to have a very informal conversation. So no stress, no stress. All right.
Yes.
Now, first question. Okay, for those meeting you for the first time, I know both of you have introduced yourself like more professionally, right? But for those meeting you for the first time, tell us a little bit about yourself beyond your professional title.
Okay, I'll let Charu go first.
My pleasure, Saloni. Thank you. So, beyond my professional title, I'm someone who is always learning, observing, and trying to grow into a better version of myself. Because in the field which I'm working is all about helping others to be a better version for themselves. I work upon myself first. So, that's something which I'm following like something for so many years.
All
I
right.
call myself unshakable optimist
Mhm.
who loves to watch movies and shows which are based on real life stories because that inspire a lot and you come across those stories which and the characters who have worked upon themselves and got something which they have desired in their life. Latest I watched a series, Legends. It's amazing and must recommend it. I will strongly recommend it. And I enjoy meaningful conversations, discovering new ideas, and I strongly believe that if something we learn can help another person move forward, it's worth sharing. So, yes, that's what me.
All right. So beyond your professional title, the one thing I caught there is that, uh, constantly being
Yes.
optimistic. Right. And how about you, Saloni? Beyond your professional title, for those meeting you for the first time, what,
Okay,
what would they get to know about you?
okay. So what I've noticed from what I've been told is that someone that meets me for the first time somehow feels safe.
Mm,
And with that safety, it's kind of what's defined me as a person
mhm.
because that's something I never felt
All
as an
right.
individual,
Mhm.
that I couldn't feel safe in the environment that I was in, wherever it may have been. But what I've noticed, and I would say more so in the past 6 years, especially since I've had my dog, I've had strangers, people I don't know, people I meet on the street would come into sort of my vicinity and just open up.
Mm.
And knowing that I'm able to create that safe space is what I feel is my purpose, to help others to create that safe space for them to meet, for them to open up, for them to share, for them to talk. I wouldn't call them weaknesses, but call them areas where they're stuck, for them to able to grow and then connect like-minded people with them to help them step forward into life. So I think my biggest word for me, people who don't know, is safety, safe space.
Oh, that's really nice. Yeah. Creating a safe space is what, Women of Courage Asia and our whole ecosystem is focused in ensuring that women who come into our ecosystem can feel safe to be vulnerable, to be authentic, to be creative. Yeah. To basically, being themselves. So I love that. I love that. Okay, optimistic and safe. Very good. Now, what about what is something people would probably be surprised to discover about you?
Okay.
Okay,
Mm,
so people may see me as someone who is very comfortable in speaking, right? I'm interviewing people from different parts of the world. I am doing my own videos, putting myself out there.
mm,
But the biggest surprise when I will be sharing my story that will be that I wasn't always like that. It
mm,
has been a journey. I really had to consciously work upon myself and keep pushing myself beyond what felt comfortable. Even today, there are moments when I feel odd, but I have learned not to let that stop me. So it has been regular work, self work, and I will be sharing more in my when I will be sharing my story. But yes, the version which I was few years back and whatever I am now is totally different poles apart in terms of speaking
mm.
out. and interviewing people.
Yeah, I think that's something very common when we see someone where they are now, and we forgot, the journey behind.
Correct.
It's always been a journey. Yeah,
It
because
has been.
yeah, I'm surprised if you tell me when you tell me that you don't feel confident in speaking,
No.
because you speak so well.
That was the
It's-
surprise part in my life. Like, yeah, it
right.
has been by God's grace and all inspiring people around me and inspiring people following you. So much I have learned from you, Lillian. So yeah, it really
Right.
helps. We learn a lot from each other, and women power is amazing. So yes, that journey should continue with every woman, and they should be open to learn from others. That helps a lot.
Yeah. Right. How about you, Saloni? What's something that people will be surprised to discover about you?
Okay, so I would say when people first meet me, think I'm very confident, very put together, and someone who's known their whole life, their direction or what they're going with. And I think that's based on the fact when I tell them the story that at the age of 7, I traveled halfway across the world from the UK to India on my own because I just had to see my grandparents and I had to spend my summer holidays, the UK holidays, school holidays with them. And because they weren't traveling here to the UK, I had to be with them because the bond is so strong. So
Mm,
with that, thinking, wow, she's so independent. She can manage everything. She can do anything without, from that age. So she must be all fine and manage to face anything in life. But it's
mm,
quite the opposite. That
mm,
was a pull for one reason, because it was a pull from the emotions. So I'm a very emotional individual. I'll put my hand up to it. I cry a lot. If I listen to songs, if I listen to watch movies, I will cry. So my emotions are extremely, extremely soft, I would say.
mhm,
But I think both of those are also my strengths,
mm,
because I'm so emotional. That that gives me the strength to be independent, to move forward, to do what I need to do because I'm so in touch with my emotions. So
mm.
yeah, that's me.
Thank you.
Very
So,
nice to know. Yeah.
mm,
Okay.
I think my experience with you for the first time is, yeah, you do come across, confident, strong, and yeah, but I guess the connection is there where we can get into an emotional conversation pretty
Yeah.
quickly. Yeah. Okay. Now, next question. What is one thing you are deeply passionate about?
Okay. So for me, I am really deeply passionate about promoting excellence in women. My mission, my vision, my dream, everything is around publishing that content in women lives regarding health, regarding business skills, personal care, whatever I can get. If I come across something which has helped me or I'm reading something, I'm deeply passionate. It should be reaching out to as many women I can through my media platform. Because I think women need that resource, that those tools which can help them to be a better version.
All right.
And there are so many insights, so much information which is not reaching to women because they don't have time. Many women are so busy in taking care of others, doing some job, and whole day is gone, but they're not able to work upon their personal growth. So
Mm,
really, it gives me pleasure if I'm able to publish something and I get messages in email that has helped women, or if I'm able to give some space to give them space to talk about their business and provide the service, and they are happy to see their profiles on internet, and it is helping them to grow some way. It really gives me happiness. So I really want to keep working towards this and reach out to as many women globally.
hey, all right. Thank you so much, Charu. How about you, Saloni? What are you deeply passionate about?
It's definitely helping people, predominantly women, based on experiences that I've encountered. I can see that there's potential in every individual that we cross. But as Charu mentioned, what a lot of women tend to find is because they're so caught up with their daily day-to-day family and putting everyone first, the phrase, filling everyone else's cup first, they tend to forget to fill their own cup. And by the time it comes to fill their own cup, they're too tired, they're exhausted, and they don't have the energy to fill their cup. So what I'm quite passionate about is to be able to bring that out in the individuals, for them to identify that there is time, there is space, and there is potential within themselves, and not to give up and accept where they are, that they can actually do better if they want to. That is their choice, obviously. But a lot of people sit in the pain or in the adversity that they're given, and they don't find the ways to come out of it. They remain there. They want to, but they don't know how to. So that's what I'm really passionate about, is helping women like that to come out.
Thank you. Thank you.
Lovely.
That's really nice. Now let's move on to like the subject matter about courage. Right. So what does courage mean to you, to both of you personally? Charu, what does courage mean to you
I
personally?
love this. So for me, courage isn't about being just fearless. Like if we are fearless, we are courageous. What I believe that it's about moving forward, even you don't know how things will turn out.
Mm,
Sometimes courage can be really a big decision, but very often it's quietly getting up after disappointment and adapting to that life, what life has given you, and questioning and saying, okay, what can I do from here?
mm,
Because then the real test happens, and then you are really thinking and pushing yourself to come out of that comfort zone and go to the next side, which you are not aware at all. So
mm.
that is the real courage,
All
to my
right.
understanding.
Yep. Thank you. Thank you. How about Saloni? What does courage mean to you personally?
Personally, I think courage can be described in many different forms. It could be, as Charu mentioned, just stepping out of your fear, but it's not fear on its own. It's moving forward with anything that you want to do, is taking that first step. You can't just reach the top of the mountain straight away, but you've got to take that one step forward to move forward. If you take one step forward and you move 10 steps back, that's still courage to take that step and then to go ahead. But
Yep.
again, it's, as Charu mentioned, taking adaptability, making decisions. It's taking every small amount of your difficult times and making that decision that, no, I want change. Even change is courage.
Yep.
And just noticing in your own space, in your own mind, and in your own life that you want something different. So courage can look very different in different forms for the individual, but it's making any decision and taking any forms of step towards something.
Very
Yeah.
well said.
Yeah, I think making that decision alone
Yeah.
requires
Mm,
courage, because you seriously do not know um the outcome, right? We can predict the outcome, we can anticipate the outcome, but really we seriously do not know what the outcome would be like, right? Until we make that decision and take that step forward. Yeah, thank you. I think we are all in alignment here about
Yes.
courage. Now, I'm curious, was there a woman in your life who demonstrated courage and influenced you? Was there?
definitely, yes.
Uh-huh.
So that woman is nobody else. She's my mother. Her name is Manju, and she has stood beside me through every high and low of my life. The depth of her courage, which I have understood, was even more when my father passed away. She somehow found that strength to carry her own grief while becoming an even stronger pillar for us, and that was so inspiring to me. And
Right.
I have learned a lot from her courage. In many ways, she stepped into those roles of both parents wholeheartedly, without any question.
Hmm.
And that is something which I always admire.
Wow.
As I'm growing and I'm understanding more, what it must have taken in those days is not easy for any woman, and she has done that. So she's a big
Right.
example in my life, and I'm full of gratitude what she has done for me, and I always admire her.
Right. Thank you. Thank you. How about you, Saloni? Who
Um,
that woman that demonstrated courage and influenced you?
Definitely my grandmother.
Grandma.
Hence, I traveled halfway across the world to see her. It has to be my grandmother, my maternal grandmother. She has experienced so much in her life. For starters, she was married by the age of 13, so she was so young. Can you imagine what she would have had to learn and growing up? The resilience, the adaptations, the calmness that she expelled from her naturally was unbelievable. Everyone knew her, everyone wanted to be around her. Oozed, I think the best word is she oozed love, unconditional love to every single human being. And she was there for everybody. I would spend days and days, every minute I could with her. And she has taught me faith. She has taught me love. She has taught me how to be a mother, how to be a good human being. All my strengths and every step that I take all stems from her.
Mhm.
She passed away a few years ago at the age of 96. And at 95, she fought breast cancer. And that woman was so strong to go under the knife without any anesthetic because she had to for that age. She survived that. She was featured in the newspapers in India. And from that, all I can see is just strength, the calmness, the power that she had over herself and everyone around. I can't even put into words what kind of a woman she was. So her passing left a deep, deep void within myself. We used to speak every day at the UK time, 12 o'clock. I still have the alarm on my phone to ring her. She
Mhm.
would wait there and we'd have our daily talks, 5, 10 minutes, whatever it would be. But that was my happy pill, as I called it, because speaking to her, that's it. I was fired for the day and I could do anything. So yeah, definitely my grandmother.
Wow, that's so special. I
Yeah,
think,
very.
yeah, and I mean, we could hear that it is a very, very powerful influence in your life. She is a very powerful influence in your life. Yeah, thank you for sharing. Yeah,
Okay.
I think her battling through the condition and at her age, I think is already very inspiring. Yeah.
So
Okay,
true.
now let's come back to about the story of courage. Like, what made you say yes? Honestly, like, what made you say yes to becoming a story of courage ambassador?
For me, why I said yes, because I love the power of stories, Lillian. I am an avid reader, and stories have inspired a lot in my life. Various stories have created lots of impact, and it has helped me to be a better version.
Mhm.
So sometimes when you hear another person's story and realize, especially for women, if she could find a way through that, perhaps I can also do that.
Mm.
And if sharing some time from my own journey can give even one woman a little more courage to believe in herself, take a chance, or begin again, I think it's worth.
Mhm.
So I think that's the reason I said, because I really believe in power of words, power of stories, power of sharing, and that can really help many women across
Mm.
the globe. So wonderful cause we are supporting, I must say, and we should be supporting as many women we can.
And thank you for saying yes to share because it can be vulnerable, it is vulnerable, right,
Yes.
to share the story. And oftentimes I hear women, you know, when in the process of coaching or encouraging another sister, they think lightly about their own stories. Like, it was like nothing special about my story. But when you get them to speak and share, there's so much to learn from their story, so much gem and wisdom and yeah, that you can extract from their story. We just don't see it. But somebody else who's listening to the story will be encouraged and inspired. Yeah, so thank you for being vulnerable to share your story. And Saloni, what about you? What made you say yes?
Obviously the cause, and a lot of what Charu's mentioned, I feel the same, so I can relate to that. But one thing that stood out for me in the adversities that I faced when I was growing up and as a young woman, it was very taboo to speak about what you're going through or the difficulties you're facing or the situation you're within. So it was a very much of a case that you had to deal with everything in silence. So I didn't have the stories around me. I didn't have women like yourself there supporting. It wasn't out there for
Mm,
people to reach out for resources or reach out to people to help them feel better or get them to a next level or to get the help they required. So by you creating this space and for you creating this project to bring all these amazing women with their stories together to then support somebody else to allow them to come out of that place, it's huge. How could I not, be a part of this and support it? But as you mentioned, it takes one story from one person, either from Charu to kind of relate to somebody at the other end, or from your story, Lillian, or even mine. We don't know what that one thing we said, it might be one word, one sentence, or
Right.
1 minute of something that will click something in that individual's head to think, wow, I
yeah,
can do it. Not
yeah,
that they can, reach again that top of the mountain straight away, but I can take that first step and I can see that it's within my reach to change and not remain in the pain, but move forward to then make a better life for myself. So it's the exposure that's out there. And I'm all for it. And I'm there to help every individual that I can.
yeah. Thank you, thank you. Yeah, I really like what you said, because it's like the click is like it could be just one word or one phrase or a similar event that you encounter that unlock that self-sabotaging patterns. Yeah, that or unlock that mindset that is stopping them from taking the next step forward. Yeah. So, and then also knowing that, hey, I'm not alone. Someone out there had similar encounters, events, and circumstances. Yeah. So thank you once again for saying yes. And coming back to, it's not just about sharing our story of courage to inspire, encourage, and providing this safe space for women to come out and start sharing their story. But with the launch of this initiative or this movement, we are also supporting 30 young women in Cordova, right, through Project Safe.
Yeah.
Now, what does I know we are creating opportunities like what we mentioned here, providing this uh, through Project Safe, their training programs, and the financial literacy and entrepreneurship even. Now, what does creating opportunity means to you for these goals?
For me, Lillian, creating opportunity is not just giving someone a temporary helping hand.
Mm,
I think it is about giving her those skills, that knowledge, that confidence, and that choices so that eventually she can create opportunities for herself and maybe for others also. What I believe that when we empower a young woman to become independent, we are not only changing one moment in her life, we
mm,
are potentially changing the direction of her future
yep.
and often the future for her family also. So that's a big thing we can do. And if it is done with right intention, right energy, things can really impact other women, and it can totally change the direction of her life. So that's the real thing of creating a new opportunity for her. So I have faith that this project is going to change many lives.
How about you, Saloni? What are your thoughts about, creating opportunity? What does creating opportunity means to you?
I think it's more so about enabling these women with tools.
Mm,
So it's quite simple if someone's hungry, just to bring them over some food to eat. But if you show them how to plant the food, show them how to cook it, they will not be hungry for the rest of their time. And then that would be passed down further and further. So it's very similar, excuse the analogy there, but it's very similar where if you empower them with tools on how to make decisions, give them the strength, give them the courage, give them the steps in how they can move forward, it will allow them to grow further and make those decisions, build their own strength, build their own self-belief in themselves on what they can achieve, and then again empower the women around them to also grow and flourish. So that is what I think is the real courage that we're enabling them here to with.
right. Thank you. Thank you. Now, without sharing your entire story, because tonight is not about sharing your story, so don't give away too much, right? Um, what do you hope women will feel or think about when they eventually hear your story on the 21st? All right, so the actual sharing is on the 21st of August, right? So what do you hope the women will take away from your story? What is that? Maybe like one key thing that they will take away from your story.
Uh, for my story, my intention is may women can understand the power of resilience in life, adaptability and resilience, something which it has been a journey for me. And I really want to share that part, which has really helped me to go to the other level of my life and keep working upon myself. Because life really follows the exact plan we make for it, right? There are disappointments, there are moments we have to start again, there are so many changes happening. I mean, it is said, right, real life happens when we are planning something else, and that is not which we wanted, right? So what is done that time which can help you to go further and do things which you want, it really needs that resilient mindset. And that mindset really needs self work. So
Mm,
I hope my story reminds women the power of that resilience, which is in every woman, I strongly believe.
mm.
And you may not able to control what changes around you, but you can keep learning, evolving, finding another way. I want to convey that through my story.
Thank you. How about you, Charu? Saloni.
So I think the biggest sort of takeaway from my story I would like people to have is that your pain and what you've experienced is not your identity.
Mm,
Your identity can be changed at any time, and it's down to you to change that identity. You do not have to
That
sit
your pain
as
and what you've experienced is not your identity.
Mm.
Your identity can be changed at
it's
any time.
it's playing back. Is Could you hear that, or is that just me?
uh, yeah,
I heard that. Yeah, yeah. I think it just happened once. Yeah.
Yeah, just have, yes, just start
You
again.
can
So yeah,
continue. Yeah, you can continue.
um, so it's the it's for individuals not to sit within their current identity. That is up to them, that they can change it. So they will take away strength, independence, and learn that they can reframe what has happened to them, and everything that has happened to them, they can change it into a positive and build from that. So yeah, that's my takeaway from my story, I hope.
yeah. So thank you once again, both of you, for making time to share a little bit more about yourself, right? Other than the professionally, but really get to know your personality and some of your thoughts. And most importantly, we want to encourage our audience out there, whether you're watching this live right now or the replay, we really want to encourage you to support Project Safe together with us, to to support and empower these 30 girls in Cebu through the link below, right? Just click on the link below and learn more about the project, how it can empower the girls, the young women. Yeah, and together, let's make a difference.
Yes.
No, no amount is too small, yeah, to make a difference. Yeah. So before we wrap this up, Charu and Saloni, do you want to say something about, to our audience to encourage them to support Project Safe?
Yes, do check the page, do support, do share with your network. I strongly believe that together, if we work towards this noble cause and reach out to all those women who are requiring this help, it can really change their lives. So let's put our effort to help them and support them.
How about Saloni?
Absolutely. Yeah, no, I agree exactly the same. As you mentioned, no amount is too small, and anything that you can help with, support with any charity or any individual, it also will make you feel good yourself that you've helped somebody out there. So yes, there's people out there that need their help, and if you can help in any way possible with the support, then please do.
Thank you. Thank you. So, everyone, remember, every story will inspire, every act of courage creates an impact. So, like I always say, when a woman finds her courage, everything changes. So, thank you for being with us, and we'll see you at the next story of courage sharing. For Charu's and Saloni's sharing, it will be on the 21st of August. Right? 21st of August will be Friday. It's actually on
Yes,
Friday, right? And it's 8 p.m.
8 p.m. Singapore
Singapore
time.
time. And that will be what time over at your end?
It's 1 p.m.
1,
UK time.
1 p.m. UK time, 8 p.m. Singapore time. So see you on Friday. Good
Yes.
night.
Thank
Thank
you,
you.
Lillian. Take care. Take care, Saloni.
Thanks,
Thanks for
Charu.
meeting.
Thanks, Lillian. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.